What's up, guys? It's Mr. Javid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server, and we're gonna be using this team today. So the little backstory, right? We're using Sub Zapdos. So my man, if you look in the comments, has been spamming use Zapdos sub. It says stuff like advocating for sub leftovers Zapdos for like probably a week, 10 days. It's been a minute, so I just thought it was funny. I really forgot. And so today we're going to be using Sub Zapdos. This was the original team. I tried to keep it as close as possible, but it was crazy stuff. Never Melt Ice, Pheromosa, Assault Vest Heatran, Kabutops. So I got poor man's Kabutops here in SD Lando with Substitute. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hex. Mm-hmm. Let me think. If I were to try to slurp up, how to control his Finny, no ghost resist. Maybe something like triple axle would be a bitch. I like T-Spikes a lot here. Trend guards well against Celesteela and helps with Spectria, and then Sublando is decent, but because of his grassy terrain, less so, but still solid. And if it's Pheromosa, but T-Spikes goes a long way if I position everything well, and then I can really go crazy with Dragapult. So first and foremost, I guess I need to slow down his abusers, as he actually opts for Nidoking first. Nidoking is faster than Slurpuff, and so I'd actually like to Endeavor first, but he might not bring me down to my Sash. It would be smart to Earth Power first, but he actually just Stealth Rocks. I saw Endeavor here on the off chance he just attacks me. Otherwise, I can Yawn. So there's the Endeavor. So Nidoking again is a big deal because Pex is something that could be problematic. As I'll just Yawn here. Oh right, I forgot he didn't have the item. So at this point, Sticky Web is up. Nidoking would be in, and Zapdos would potentially get the. So if I go Lando, Rillaboom comes in. If I go, he sees the leftovers, which would make him know I'm sub. If I go Dragapult, well, let's double down on T-Spikes then. So we're gonna go to Zapdos here, Thunderous Kick, because I know he won't switch. Zapdos is easily my most threatening mon. Actually, I'll Brave Kick. I'll Brave Bird here. Just doesn't make sense to go Celesteela. I'm not sure if Stila, because I figured if Finny came in, this would entice him to not defog. But he goes for knockoff, which I'm more than happy with, as that means he's not gonna get to defog. She needs, and Finny getting hit here means a lot for my Dragapult later on. So Thunderous Kick and the Brave Bird would mean that I'm sacking. So he actually goes hard Spectre, unless he's Scarf. Okay, which makes sense. 90% R. See where he's at, 1814. So Pheromosa is boots. You hate to see it, as we opt for Pex. Pex is looking handsome right now. Mad handsome, as we're gonna T-Spikes. Huh? Right, these things fucking run. Oh my god, I'm about to get swept by a fucking... Well then again, there's nothing I could have done about this. If he was special. I think it's just gonna come down to whether or not we hit he hits this Focus Blast. I think that's just that. Because I'd assume Shockwave. Man, I'm super weak to this. Didn't even cross my mind. So Shockwave there, no surprise. Again, it's just gonna come down to whether or not he hits his Focus Blast. I'm gonna go to Trend now. It's a good scald. Yeah, I don't need the. So does he hit the focus blast or not? There we have it. Doesn't hit it. All right. So that's why you don't use focus blast, ladies and gentlemen. It's unreliable. But yeah, that was bound to. It was just one of those things where it's like, I mean, what can I say? You either hit the focus blast or you don't. And so Finny's in potential defog here, especially because he doesn't want Rillaboom poison. So I'm gonna go hard zap. He has Hydro Pump. Okay. Interesting. Hydro Pump. It's not amazing for us, as we're gonna sub down on the off chance that he misses a pump. Plus, it gives us the opportunity to stall down as the Oster Celesteela. This is great because now I can just hex spam through his team. So we SD here, get off this big edge. Wow, okay. I'm gonna need you to stop that. Thankfully, we have Tran that walls every Celesteela, even Meteor Beam. Try to see what we'd have. Yeah, because I use that set, so I know it's clutch. I know it's clutch stuff. Now we have to hit and not get flinched. Tran's not fucking around, and I'm very much in favor of this. It might be Scarf Finny, honestly. At this point, it matters, but it doesn't at the same time, you know. Because what I don't want is to give Rillaboom free SDs and have that be a problem. I should do enough to where, yeah, he's hexable, right? And so he can just go hex. And if the Rillaboom were to, because Rillaboom sets up terrain for me, if the Rillaboom were to SD, I'm outside of SD range after. So yeah, Pheromosa, I keep forgetting about that Quiver Dance set. And so really, Pheromosa swept me from turn 1. And so as I said, wait, what? Oh, that's how that works. But Hex will to it KO, as I said. He has Wood Hammer. That means he's banded. Oh no. Oh, he just showed his life orb. I'm outside of range of +1 glide, but that came close. Wow, I was barely outside of range of +1 glide. Wow, that was way too close. I thought I had that for sure. No way I could have switched Lando out versus Polt though, because Bulu can plus. I mean, Rillaboom can +2. Again, this team is not going to be your best team ever. So, you know, take that with what it's going to be. But it seems like a fun team. I think it can muscle through most things except Pheromosa. And so, low-key, your Pheromosa counter is Slurpuff, but you can't even, you have to yawn it. That's your counter. And so, because of that fact that we just discovered, I might not commit to, I might play Slurpuff like a Pheromosa counter, like straight up. Which is crazy because I don't have much. How much have I lost, man? I need to get it together. Like that's probably like low 80. I have an event to go to as well, so I can't. I honestly just play up. But I'm really enjoying the meta, and it's refreshing to just be able to enjoy it. And when I do the road to top 10, it'll be even more enjoyable and whatnot. I love Shadow Ball here. Depolt Shadow is nasty. Sub Lando, if it's not triple axle, is nasty. So I could bluff choice cards, just cards Lando, but I sub as he goes to Lando. That's not great. So let's say it is Zapdos on lead on, because Zapdos is incredible versus him. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, why do people do this year? And if he's he's not Scarf, by the way, because of his team structure. He might have Explosion. But if he doesn't, and he's sashed, and he's not sashed, basically if he can't touch my Zapdos, so what I'm gonna do, assuming he's a defensive variant, is, so let's sub here, so he stealth rocks. I'm expecting explosion, but no, let's Brave Bird. So he is sash. So that's why I wanted to bulk up there, because he should explode here, which means my sub was always gonna get broken. So it's a question of now, what's this Pheromosa got in store for me? You know, obviously this is helpful. I could see him quivering. My sash is broken, which means that I can't just counter him anymore. But this also could be a Life Orb variant. Pex just makes a lot of sense. I don't think he's gonna Quiver Dance if he has it. So it just Shockwave's hard, which makes sense. I'm outside of range, I think. Again, guys, it's gonna come down to whether or not he hits Focus Blast. Because I can't give him a special attack boost here. So he's Orb. I don't get why they Quiver Dance when I could just Toxic them. Like, if I could get a Toxic off there, it would have been clutch. So let's see. He hits, so I've lost. Yeah. This team is not built for that Pheromosa set, guys. And there's not too much I can change without changing the entire structure of the team again. And so I'm not going to change anything if it happens. This is the exact same. So I'm guessing this is just a common team. But what I learned from the first game just now is that it's Life Orb. And so we can start with Pex and get the T-Spikes up for the Pheromosa. That'll give us a little more leeway. What's up? Give us a little more leeway in this one. So I'm guessing this is just an RMT. Okay, so Bisharp is obviously a non-concern since I have a whole ass Zapdos and a Slurpuff. Right, excellent. So that's perfect actually, because this allows for me to go to Slurpuff, which always gets brought to Sash here. The question is, do I Sticky Web? Since it's Life Orb, because I could Yawn, but I like webs here a lot because Zapdos doesn't fear Bisharp. You know. He suckered. Bet. And so we get to Endeavor here. It's actually perfect. Because it forces the sucker here, and then he's at the mercy of my Dragapult, especially if he goes Lando here. So he stays in. Trans my Rocker. Bulk up. I'm wondering if the Finny, like the Finny is odd. I'm curious as to what the Finny could have in store for me. As we substitute here, he's probably gonna just stay asleep and sack the Bisharp. Yeah. So we kick, excellent. And so this is phenomenal positioning because so BB twice. He could defog, but he seems to be probably choice scarfed. And so we BB again. And so what I'm aiming for at this point, he's at the mercy of my Polt. Cinderace's Sucker can kill me. As he goes to what I'm expecting to be Scarf. Kartana. I don't die to Smart Strike. So perhaps he's trying to get me low enough to where what's it called, knocks me out. So it's definitely Scarf. No, it's not Scarf Cartana, because it's probably Scarfini. So let's just see what if his boots in the race. I don't say GG yet. Damn. Yeah, because if he goes Lando here, I'll wreck that. Alright, so we managed to learn from the sweep we got, the wreckage we got dished out by the last Pheromosa. Took that into this game, prioritized toxic spikes and hazards, and that made all the difference. And that's really how you do it, guys. That's really how you do it. Just have a good time, man. It's really not. It's important. Don't do the cop out of, oh, it's just a game, bullshit. Like, that's not what I'm saying here. It matters, but you know, it keeps things within perspective. As far as T-Spikes plus Zapdos under sub here is so good, but he has a Zapdos of his own. But my Heatran is really the killer here. So go check out the guy that I just played. He has a YouTube channel, by the way. He asked me for a shout out last time, and he did it after the fact. So Heatran is how I'm gonna beat this team. It's very good. It's very good here. Or sub Lando is the man with the plan here, actually. Sub Lando, and oh, he turned in sub Lando. Oh, exciting stuff. And so phase 1 is gonna be to T-Spike up, because it's gonna, me T-Spiking here either forces, oh, he actually goes bro. So let me have that boots, as I'm sure he's gonna future sight. And so we're looking at Pex here. So if I'm staring down Pex and because he's gonna teleport here. I want his Pex in. Go to Pex. Oh, he scalds. Whack. Oh, that's not good. Well, that made sense though. I don't need Slurp Up, but his scald made sense. So I figured he'd right. He wouldn't want to risk magical. Let's endeavor here. Nice. So Lando in versus, positionally I like Tran a lot. So phase 1, let's get these rocks up. When Marowak is the counter, because I could have just earth powered him there, and obviously I outspeed him. But Poltergeist is gonna come out here. I can't really deal with that. Lando though, because what I'm trying to do is set up for T-Spikes. Now offensively, this was a good play. So what I'll do is I'll live Poltergeist with Zap. He knocks. I'll take that. As I'll be able to substitute here and likely bait out his Zapdos. He goes slow, bro. I'll take that. I'll certainly take that. It's not amazing, but I'll take it. And so what this does is, because what I'm assuming is, let me see, you'd future sight, then scald. Future sight, then scald. I don't want Dragapult taking a future sight. I know what I'll do. I'll go hard Pult here. He has fucking Ice Beam. Zygarde left a minute ago, my guy. So we draw out the Blissey's boots, but it likely has teleport, and so trying to see toxic spikes. Lando in versus the full health slow bro isn't great, especially because he has fucking Ice Beam. Where's his points? 1936. So that's good for us that he Stealth Rocks isn't amazing, but I have an out. I just need his slow bro status, and the way he's playing, oh what So Thunder Wave, he might not have teleport on this. Soft Boiled, you have to have Seismic Toss as your last. So he doesn't have teleport, which is good information. So I'm gonna T-Spike again here. Okay, I'll just T-Spike again. Let him recover, so be it. And so the question is, what do you opt for? Because I'm gonna badly poison. So he lets Slowbro gets poisoned, which is what I wanted. That is what I wanted. And so pulled here to position myself for power because I know he's gonna Future Sight. This allows me to U-turn. Pex, I have no problem with that. As I'll Magma Storm here, ideally to trap this. This covers the Future Sight. The way he's playing, I think he will let me trap it. Skull's gonna. Oh, he knocks. Blessings. How much are we doing? 39. Oh yeah. So Pex is gone. Now Heatran is gone too. But that means that when I get up my T-Spikes again, he just has to deal with that shit. So Future Sight, we ate that. Ate those. You know, for his best bet is to T-Volt here for sure. It's a question of whether the Zapdos has. He seems to want to get rid of my Tran. But I got the damage on Slowbro. And now I want T-Spikes up in case he's unaware Clefable. That's the only condition I need met next. So if Polt comes in, yeah. Okay. I know what I must do. I know what I must, or I will do. So I'll Toxic here, let him discharge. That might not kill me. It does. And what I'll do is Polt here. He could Roost. Roost makes sense. But what I'm going to do is just Shadow Ball hard as he opts for Blissey. And this allows for me to double out into Pex. I thought he actually would double there. But I'll take this. His Zapdos coming in would suck. What I'll do is knock off. So Oster Clefable. We'll knock off here. CM. Heavy Duty Boost. So he is unaware. And so my best bet to beat this Clef is being patient. And so what I'll do is T-Spike again. Because I know he's going to Haze Scout as he's trying to get the luck. I'll T-Spike again. And then I'll Stain until I burn him. And use that for the let. Come on, man. Like, I swear, guys. Sometimes it's just funny to see the luck. Alright, so hopefully I can get some luck here with a Skull Burn. That's going to go a long way. No? Too much to ask? I get parried before he gets Skull Burn. Like, it's crazy. But, so a Skull Burn there would mean he's taking damage every turn. Thinking Thunderous Kick plus I can still prevail. Oh my! I swear, there's nothing sweeter than motherfucking justice. Now, I actually should have went Polt. I just don't know if Polt would have killed him. So I still lose because he has Ice Beam on Slowbro. Otherwise, so he just goes Slowbro here. What I can do though is sub up to stall poison down a bit until, because he doesn't know that I have SD. Okay, sub again one more time. sack Polt, then go Lando, then I sub again. He stays in. Okay. And so my best bet here is to Swords Dance on the out chance he switches out. No, he doesn't though. So basically, if I kill this Slowbro, I had a decent shot depending on what his Zapdos was, because I could just go for Stone Edge. But the Toxapex, if I burn him there, then no, I'd still have to sack. I could have won that game though. It wasn't an easy game because the Slowbro was Ice Beam, and so it took a lot off my Polt early when I expected Scald. But I learned a lot from that game, and then again over time, none of these weird things will catch me off guard. Because I was Ice Beam, Scald, Future Sight, maybe Teleport. I don't remember if he used his other move. And I can't think of what Ice Beam. I guess for Dragonite, if you're like super concerned about Dragonite, I mean, to each their own. So use whatever you feel like fits your team. I wasn't sure what. But if that's the case, then, well, I mean, yeah, you can 1v1 Dragonite with that. So this is gonna be our last game. So we barely moved. I don't think we moved at all. And so we'll. This team, I honestly, genuinely think we could have done a little better with what we had. With the Landorus and the Zapdos. I think this Landorus set will be pretty lethal later on, but you just got to be patient and wait it out. So I'm very surprised at the Swampert start. Could Magic Coat, but he flip turns out and goes to really whatever the fuck he wants. So to avoid that, he actually yawns. Something that's funny considering I have yawn. I have the yawn as well. So T-Spikes go a long way. Obviously, we're not going to allow this to go to bed. Yawn Swampert. Wow, the things you see. And so Polt here makes a lot of sense. He does seem like the type to stay in, but I wasn't sure. So he's not Boots. Seems to be just a standard Clef. And so phase 2 is going to be T-Spike here. Teleport. So it might be Spadef. Okay, so we're going to move this Ferrothorns item for the sake of my Lando later on. Gonna try. I know our skulls never burn, but it's worth a shot. And so now, really, the reason I'm still well, I guess I don't need to be cautious anymore because what would his Z-Fire be? Yeah, like once I get the Landers in here, it's over with. So we'll Scald here. Annoying for sure, but so he has knockoff Leechy Spikes. Okay. Okie dokie. So Power Whips allows us to Endeavor. Excellent. And so he has Power Whip knockoff. And I'd assume you would knock my Lando initially, but he might not. This is why I wanted the burn. So he asked for Mandibuzz. Let's see how much Stone Edge is doing. It's an easy to a kill. So U-turns Blessings. So now if he goes to Polt takes Life Orb and Sticky Web. Still not enough for me. But now Zapdos is within range, and so really all I need to do is get the Zapdos and then it's a wrap. Let's see. Earthquake here. Especially because the Swampert has Yawn. If it's flip turn, then I'm even better off. Let's rush it. Let's hurry this fucking game up. He's Scarf. Wow. which isn't good because now he outspeeds my. So now I know he outspeeds my. Yeah, it's not good. All right. Let's see Scarf. I'll bulk up here. Doesn't really help me. I shouldn't have given Lander up. I just didn't want Heatran to come in on Mandible. But I mean, assuming I hit the Magma Storm, I was good anyway. And I could have reset up. So that actually wasn't just, it just wasn't the best play. Yeah, Scarf. I did not see Scarf coming. So we sub here. Oh, he's not Spadef, which isn't good. Which isn't great. So missing that Magma matters, but not really, especially because he teleports. So we're gonna have to win with our Dragapult and Heatran. This is gonna be a longer game than I intended. Especially because he fogs, right? Excellent. It's gonna be a little longer than I intended, but you know, it is what it is. Because we get to get T-Spikes back up, but he's Hex fodder. His entire team is Hex fodder. We need to keep Tran for Polt and, you know, the majority of his team, frankly. So it's a question of what his I'd love if he talks, if he Earthquakes, which is the smarter of the two. And so I've shown, so I'll Thunderous Kick here because I know he's going to stand. If he has Flip Turn, he'll go for it. If he has Scald, he'll go for it. Okay, Flip Turn. Okay, so that gives me the damage that I needed. Pex can come in. Yeah, easily Shadow Ball. Hopefully no drops. Awesome. And so now the goal is to position. So I'll go Heatran here to get the regen because I know he's going to go to Buzz. So I was just hitting. Again, this was what I was concerned about the first time. So if we hit the Mandibuzz, you know, Polt could easily just sweep him. But we still have hope. Swampert gets to come in. Because I went Zapdos last time, I'd assume he Flip Turn here. I need to get these plays right. I don't have my helmet anymore, which isn't good. But he gets to bring in Mandibuzz. Now remove that thing's item. Now T-Spike up to shut down the Blaziken and the Pex. I mean the Blaziken and the Swampert. Flip turns, which is great. Unfortunately, I figured he'd SD. Maybe he's quick. Thunder Punch. That sucks. Okay, so Flare Blitz damage. Thunder Punch doesn't KO Tran. I need. Yeah, good. So, because I need Pex and Dragapult to win this game. I didn't play this well, frankly. I didn't play this one well at all. Skull did a lot less than I expected. Him going Clef really saved me a lot of shit, just stuff. Ideally, he sacked Clef, but it would make sense to potentially sack Buzz. Just depends on what, because Clef can't knock out Dragapult, and I'm doing a lot with Hex here. So I just didn't play this last game well. I assumed I had too much control, and allowing Dragapult to Scarf didn't cross my mind. If it wasn't Scarf, then we'd have been straight. But see how much Hex is doing. Not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. He's badly poisoned though. He's toxic. Okay, yeah. And so upside, we can just spam toxic spikes here because I know he's gonna do that. Yeah, we spam toxic spikes because Polt can't do shit to me, and this forces if Polt dies, then Swampert comes in on toxic spikes. So Mandy comes in. Again, we T-spike spam, let him rack it up. See Defogs, he just keeps spamming T-spikes. So now he's at 31. If he stays in, I mean if he, Swampert was at leftovers. Still T-spike again. Even though I knew he had to switch that turn. Just very little drawback, you know. Yeah, we just recover here to prevent. Okay, cool. So Polt dies on switch. We scald here on what I'm expecting to be Buzz, right? And so now it's pretty much over because Polt was the last thing. I mean, yeah, his Polt was the last thing to beat my Swampert. You can tell it's been too long of a day. Too long of a day. Because your boy, like, what, you know, those plays just were whack. And so I don't blame him for trying to defog. Should go Swampert now. Sax Polt. Okay. So scalding here is our best play, then T-spiking into false sense of security, and now we just T-spike spam. Yep. Swampert, once it gets poisoned, is Dragapult food. In fact, Polt hard here is the best play. Covers Yawn. Yeah, just gonna Draco meter there, but that could have gotten also tricky if he hacks my Pex, because Swampert can't 2-hit kill Pex with, you know, like Pex outstalls Swampert, but if he hacks me, it would have been tough. So very sloppy game, in all honesty. I shouldn't have let it even get that close. But I had fun with the Zapdos. I had fun with this team. I learned a lot. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, hit the like button. You guys killed it yesterday, so I appreciate you on that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.